April 22nd, 2021. This week at Bungie. TWAB. I gotta say, I'm not a big fan at all. The first thing you see is this is one about Transmog, and you just think, fuck yes, finally. Details, info about Transmog. First of all, they start talking about Guardian Games. Guardian Games is probably the most irrelevant event they've ever made. It's up there with the Valentine's event. I want to start off by saying that I'm not reading off a script, so this is going to be a little incoherent. And even if this video doesn't get attention, which it probably won't, I needed to get this off my chest. Like, I just need to shout into the void more than anything. Because this TWAB is very, very upsetting and concerning at the same time. Starting off, this is more of a gripe more than anything, but I kind of understand it. Next season, they're bringing in 3 new guns, and then they're having Swarm, Palindrome, and Shadow Price sit in the back seat for most of the season. I mean, I get it, because, bringing in newer guns is going to be more interesting than bringing back old guns. But I mean, these just came out, like, at the start of this season, season 13. And they're already taking them out. And then they're not bringing it in until the second half of the next season. So, I mean, I get it, but it's annoying at the same time. But the problem with this TWAB is the Transmog Reveal. So they've finally given us some fucking information about Transmog. And let me tell you, it is not good. Twitter is on fire right now. I can only imagine what Reddit looks like. So, you open it up, and they go through the method in which you go and acquire these transmogs. You kill people, get synth strand. Okay. I think the cap's like, what, 150? Yeah, 150. And then you come back to Ada 1, to spend the synth strand on fucking bounties. I have a major problem with this, but I'll get to that in a minute. To get synth cord. And then once you collect enough synth cord, you come back to Ada 1, or the loom, whatever. I don't even remember where that is. To turn it into synth weave. And then you use the synth weave to convert an unlocked armor appearance, one singular armor piece that's legendary, blue, or green, whatever, and turn it into an ornament. And you look at that, and you're just like, that's a bit convoluted, but whatever. And then you keep scrolling, and oh! You look at this. How many of these can you earn? Players may earn up to 10 synth weave per class per season, except in season of splicers. This is fucking retarded. I did the math. 10 synth weave is about 2 armor sets per season. 2 armor sets out of the close to or well over 80 armor sets that you can obtain. 80. And that's implying that you've unlocked them all. Like, if you go over to collections, if you didn't play Gambit Prime and you didn't do the bounties to get these armor sets, guess what? Go fuck yourself. You can't use those in the Transmog. You didn't get any of the armor sets from the planets before they were sunset, you're fucked. You didn't do the menagerie? Nope, not getting those. I didn't do any other faction shit. You weren't around for the faction armor? You're not getting those. You're not getting those. You're not getting those. You're not getting those. You didn't do the raids? Guess what? You're not getting them. I mean, are these people fucking retarded? Of course, to celebrate the introduction of Transmog for the next season, Season 14, you can get 20 synth weave into a whopping 4 armor sets. Yay! I mean, this is just moronic. And I did the math. It is mathematically impossible from starting season 14 to the end of Lightfall to collect all of the armor sets for Transmog. Just for Transmog. Not only to get the armor, but for Transmog itself. They very obviously did not think that through. Like, are you serious? Like, let's assume for a second that they're going to continue with this model, which I don't really have a problem with. Like, 4 or 5-ish seasons per expansion. Yep, just an example. Let's say after season 14, season 15 is the end of Beyond Light. You know, starting season 14, you get 4, and then season 15, you get 2, which bumps up to 6. So for one expansion, you can only unlock 6 armor pieces. 6. Okay. Then Witch Queen comes out. And let's say there's, I don't know, 5 seasons. Okay. There's 10 armor sets that you can unlock. And I say armor sets because, you know, you can only unlock 10 armor pieces individually, which equates to 10, you know. So now we're up to 16 armor sets. For 2 expansions, 16 armor sets fully unlocked. And then Lightfall comes out. The big one. You know, the great finale to Destiny 2. Let's say there's 6. Fuck it. 6 seasons for Lightfall. Now we're up to 28. 28 out of well over 80 armor sets. Are these guys for fucking real? And that's not including the shit that we're gonna get from the seasons and the expansions. That's not including the new shit. You know? Like, are you kidding? And so you look at that and you're tilted out of your mind and you're just like, oh my god, it can't get any worse. And you're scrolling and you're scrolling and you're scrolling. You know, they exempt the year 1 for now. And you scroll, yeah, oh, there it is. For 1,000 silver, you can bypass the cap and purchase whatever armor set you want. Yay! Could this not be more on the nose? How much more obvious can you get? Like, seriously? They go through this fucking convoluted method just to unlock cosmetics, and then they cap it so that they can appeal to your lazy side, so you can just spend money and unlock as many as you want. Like, how much more obvious can you get? This is so stupid. And, you know, of course, you can make the argument that, you know, oh, it's just cosmetics. You don't have to buy it, which is true. But if you're someone like me who likes to play Barbie with their characters in video games, then this is extremely annoying. For every game like Destiny, I like to collect shit. I'm a big collector. I like collecting things. I like playing dress up. I like coming up with new looks, you know, stuff like that. You know, I mean, if you've ever played Warframe, then you know exactly what I'm talking about. But that's not good enough. That's just not good enough. And then the cherry on top, they bump up the shader cost from 40 to 300. Like, yes, even better. Oh my god. And then they go on to talk about a bunch of irrelevant shit. The weekly known issues. Doesn't include the anti-cheat for some reason. I wonder why. But, I mean, you know, I get it. You know, a company isn't there to be your friend. I get it. But why are they so insistently anti-player with everything that they do. I could go on a whole rant about that, but I'm not going to because that'll get me off topic. I mean, and this isn't even the first attempt at a transmog system ever. I mean, you go over to a game like Warcraft, you know, on my druid, looking like a champ. Go over to this lady, transmogrifier. Talk to her. I want to transmogrify my gear. And then you're given a list of all the armor pieces that you've collected that, you've picked up throughout the world from bosses and shit. And you are allowed to interchange them at will. Anytime you decide to find this bitch, you can just change your stuff to anything you want, as long as you have looted it at some point and is the respective armor type to your character. You can transmog it anytime you want. Okay, there's no limit. The only limit to what you can transmog in this game is the amount of transmogs you have available on your character. And you have to pay a fee, but I mean, this is nothing. I wipe my ass with this kind of money. I mean, this equates to Destiny to, like, I don't know, 1,000 glimmer or something like that. I mean, this is nothing. And then you look at a game like Rift. I don't have it, so I can't show you, but it's basically a World of Warcraft clone. Transmog system in that game, you don't even have to pay a fee. As long as you've looted it, you can transmog it at any time you want. You don't even have to talk to anyone. You don't have to pay anything. You can click on your character screen, click on the appearance tab, and just change your look whenever you want. And then you flip over to a game like Destiny, and you have to go through this convoluted bullshit, and they do the one thing that players have been begging them not to do since, like, fucking, I don't know, Shadowkeep or something like that. And that's to fucking integrate it into a spam bounty method. Bounties have dominated this game's content for, at this point, I don't even know how long. And it is annoying. It is obnoxiously irritating. It's insulting to my intelligence to weave this into bounties. Like, bounty this, bounty this, bounty this, bounty that, bounty that, bounty that, bounty that. Oh my fucking god. I need to go through these. Like, my god. I mean, I know I'm not the first person to talk about this, or the last. It's extremely likely that we're going to bully the shit out of them into changing this. And not only reverting the armor cap to 0, but to changing this system. Because this is going to get old very fast. Like, within the first week, people are going to get sick of doing this shit. I'm sick and tired of this shit, dude. Like, I'm running to the end of my rope of things to talk about. Because, I mean, it just speaks for itself. This is fucking pathetic. The season hasn't even started yet, and they've already fucked it up. And that is very concerning. And, like I said, with the amount of backlash that they'll get, they'll probably change it. But the problem is that this is the model that they wanted to go with. They looked at this and gave it the green light. That is the problem. And they're going to continue to base decisions, or what am I trying to say? They're going to continue to make decisions based on this type of thinking. And that is extremely concerning. So, I think that's about it. I really just wanted to shout into the void. Get this off my chest. I'm sick and tired of this shit. Peace.